Good morning, everyone, and a big hello to all the women entrepreneurs out there. Women entrepreneurs today, as the figures stand, contribute about, form about 14% of the total entrepreneurs in India who are in the small and medium enterprises segment. Now, out of these 14 million, 30% is for agriculture. I mean, that many women form part of the whole entrepreneurial group. And the rest, 70%, come from manufacturing segment, retail, and so on. Now, all these women are fighting a really difficult and tough journey, especially after the pandemic. And government is also giving them a lot of support in terms of various platforms, schemes, and so on and so forth. Although all this is being done and a lot more is in store for them, women entrepreneurs need to understand that for them to be effective in business, whether it is being effective with your customer, whether it is effectively running your company, or whether it is effectively handling a collaboration or handling an investor, whatever it may be, you need to become an effective entrepreneur. Now, to become an effective entrepreneur, what is an effective entrepreneur? Why would you want to be that? So an effective entrepreneur is somebody who has a vision and a mission, and he sticks to that come what may. And he also puts in all his efforts to achieving that vision and mission. In that journey, he may face challenges, but he is able to identify those challenges much in advance and take corrective steps if he is effective. So when we say that a person is effective in business, means he does these things, and he's also able to take everybody who is part of his business, whether it is his vendors, whether it is his staff, whether it is his employees, anybody and everybody working alongside him, he's able to take them on a growth trajectory. He's able to chart out a roadmap for them, for their growth as well. So being effective on your own part as an entrepreneur plays a very important role in the success of your business, whether it is a startup or whether it is an established enterprise. Both places it is equally important. Now, effective means everybody feels that, yes, I am doing things effectively. But when you put yourself across measurable, things like you put across yourself, your share in the market vis-a-vis your competitors, or and so on and so forth. When we do a comparative analysis, then you realize that I am still a long way to go in terms of being effective in business. But it's not so difficult either. It's not a rocket science. It's just that some skill sets needs to be imbibed in us to be able to be effective. A long time ago, I mean, say about 15-20 years ago, when I started my career as a chartered accountant, my mentor gave me this book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This is a book by Stephen Covey, who is a celebrated and very well-known management guru. He has written several books on management skills. When I first read that book, I thought, how am I going to use this in my life? I mean, although it gives illustrations, it's very elaborate. But when the second time I read it, I started realizing how I could connect it to my own life and how I could connect and imbibe those habits to become effective in my life, in my profession, and then further in my career. Now, each of what defines the whole book is habits. Now, what is a habit? We all hear this word so often, habit, habit, habit. But what is a habit? Habit is nothing but a connection between a stimulus, like a trigger event, and a response. And that is your response. Now, in this context, we will look at it in a business perspective. In the sense, if there is a business situation, what will an effective entrepreneur do? And what will somebody do otherwise? Now that reaction which an effective entrepreneur gives to that particular event, or anybody gives to a particular event, response which gives to a particular event, is called that connection. If it is carried on for a longer period of time consistently, like for example, somebody irritates you and you get angry. If this continues consistently over a period of time, angriness becomes a habit. So you get angry at everything. This is just an example. I mean, on a personal level, but if we apply it in the business perspective, any habit, any action which you keep on doing as a response to a particular event or stimulus becomes an habit in your business. And if it becomes a habit in business, that habit flows down from the top, that is from the entrepreneur to its employees, to the organization as a whole, and the culture of the organization becomes effective. Now tell me how great that impact is and how good that impact is. If we are able to create a culture of effectiveness, not just with us, with ourselves, but also with the people around us, I think business will get lifted 300%, right? I mean, it can't get better than that. So to form an habit, it takes a certain period of time. When you start working on your skill set for that habit, it takes a certain period of time. It's typically said that any habit can be incorporated in 21 days. So at least that 21 days period has to be maintained to get to that habit. Anyway, leave that apart. What we are talking here mainly about is that how these habits, which Stephen Covey has given in his book, can be implemented in the business perspective. So what we thought is, each of these habits is going to be a eye-opener for all of us. And these 9 days of Navratri, see, Navratri is a festival of basically women goddesses, their power and their effectiveness. And we all acknowledge and are cognizant of the fact that today women entrepreneurs have come a long way in creating employment, in contributing to the GDP, and in overall growth of the economy. So given that as a matter of fact, it is very important for us to empower women around us to be able to be effective in their business and to be able to create more for the economy, for the country, and so on. With this thought in mind, we decided to create a program, curate a program rather, for women entrepreneurs using these 7 habits and implementing them in business. So each day, today is the first day of Navratri, and tomorrow onwards, each day for 7 days, we will be taking up these 7 habits. Now, what are these 7 habits? These 7 habits can be listed as being proactive, beginning with the end in mind, putting first things first, then thinking win-win for everyone. Also seeking first to understand and rather to be understood. That is very, very important. And synergizing also is equally important. That is the 6th habit. And the last habit is, after having done all this, you need to sharpen your saw. You need to sharpen your skills. You need to keep them sharp enough for the entire journey of your entrepreneurship. So these 7 habits will be illustrated, elaborated very exhaustively in our sessions every day. And we will be conducting a Q&A session on the 9th day. It will be also a detailed session. We will create a link for all those interested women who have joined us in this first 8 days to what you call post their queries or send us their questions, and we will have a live Q&A session as well. Now, when we are doing this, we request you that this is for the benefit of everyone. There are no charges or fees for these sessions. These are free sessions. You can attend them from the comfort of your home or the comfort of your office in case you have started going to office. So please do join us. We will be posting the link of this session in the description box for this video. So with that, let's have a beautiful Navratri and let's empower ourselves to grow further. Thank you.